Vivo Y52 5G Review. When searching for a smartphone for around €200, the selection is massive. Every manufacturer has become fixated on the inexpensive mid-range. Recently, the Vivo Y33s, Y21s, and Y72 5G have been examined. This is strange since new models are typically better equipped than older ones. The Vivo Y52 5G is encased in a plastic shell and comes in two colors, graphite black or polar blue. The chassis has a good build, but you'll feel some pressure on the front when your hand holds the phone. The Poco M4 Pro is of similar size and weight, so it might not be suitable for those with smaller hands. 128GB of speedy UFS 2.1 storage is equipped, with 4GB of RAM too. Especially considering the RAM, there are handsets with more room for equally priced cash. The internal memory can be increased with a microSD card, but you will have to forfeit the second SIM slot in order to do that. Our examination with the benchmark microSD and Jailbird V60 unveiled that the card reader is not very swift either. The smartphone facilitates remote web access on 5G and adequate 4G frequencies so that it's permissible for use when touring abroad. Nevertheless, the Vivo Y52 is not a true world phone that can be used anyplace. The cellular reception is commendable in our example in metropolitan surroundings, even inside buildings. Testing with the Netgear Nighthawk AX12 router revealed typical transfer rates for a Wi-Fi 5 modem, considering its price range. The Vivo Y52 5G works with FunTouchOS 11.1, a system derived from Android 11. At the testing time, its safety repairs are up to January 2022 and are current. While the interface is lightly tailored, those accustomed to Android must not meet any gigantic obstructions. Nevertheless, you will want to uninstall certain pre-installed third-party applications, for example, hotel booking facilities, if you do not need them. The right side standby button of the casing is integrated with a fingerprint sensor that makes unlocking the smartphone a breeze, as it responds quickly and reliably. The Vivo Y52 5G's primary camera has a 48-megapixel resolution, but this is reduced to a final 12 megapixels by combining 4 pixels into one while allowing more light to be collected. While this might not be the highest resolution available, it is satisfactory for most uses. The lens produces decent illumination in many settings, even when light is dim and contrasts are strong. The front-facing camera has a maximum resolution of 8 megapixels, producing selfies that look decent initially. But when examined closely show the screen glass surface structure in detail, which distorts any details or contours. The Vivo Y52 5G has a full HD display with IPS engineering, which is generally seen at this cost point. Here, the Poco M4 Pro has an edge with its 90Hz refresh rate for smoother movements, something that the Vivo phone can't give. The similarly priced Motorola Moto G31 also comes equipped with an OLED monitor. The speedy UFS 2.1 memory in this price range is not a given, but definitely appreciated. It does not warp, and the bass isn't overstated too much either. Overall, the speaker produces an ordinary sound, better than numerous other devices in the same expense range, but nonetheless still faint. Accordingly, those inclined towards high-grade sound will probably go with outer speakers or headsets instead, linkable through a 3.5mm jack plug or Bluetooth. Vivo's Y52 5G features a 5000 mAh battery as just one of its many characteristics in the lower mid-range. Although not as quickly as the Poco M4 Pro is able to charge. This results in a complete replenishment time span of 130 hours.